I can voice this lady. I don't mind. She's cool.
Okie doke.
No, I want to.
Oh, you want to?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Please! Wait!
What? Isn't that?
Yeah, what is the meaning of this?
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Miki Toba, judicial assistant to the defense.
I would.
Call me Sus.
I'm just thinking that too. Yeah. Mikotaba? That's kind of sus. In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning, and in her hand, she carried a small package wrapped in a furoshiki cloth. I totally didn't butcher that.
I'm sure not.
God, I forgot how loud this thing's gonna be.
Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why this sudden ingress? Ingress, I guess, into my courtroom.
A judicial assistant and a woman, no less?
I would never simp. Never.
The rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify.
Ouchie definitely is a 4chaner.
Yeah, oh yeah, look at his
Abs-
glasses.
Look at that head.
Yeah,
Seriously.
hairdo. Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense. You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Shut up.
Yeah, 5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more.
Oh, thank you. But, Your Excellency, I am most grateful.
Oh God, you okay there?
Oh yeah, This is my Betty voice.
Who exactly are you?
I'm sorry. There's no time. Please simply accept this for now.
What is this? A report about something. Written in English. Kazuma, you read it.
It's Jazeel Brett's research.
Oh shit. Oh shit. The English woman's?
After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical faculty and borrowed this paper.
Oh my God, she totally stole it.
No, I
Totally.
borrowed it
Either way, it's awesome.
without asking.
Are you gonna return it?
No.
Good. I wasn't going to either.
Oh, yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she?
So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case?
I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself.
Oh. No, of course not.
Got a lot to do about poisons, though.
Special characteristics of curare and its effects on human subjects. Interesting.
Curare? What's that? I never heard that word before.
Time's up. The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom.
You can tell when he says the word female, like there's so much anger in his body and that bald head.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It is against tradition.
There was too little time for me to read it in detail. But I summarized of what I could note on it. I summarized of what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it.
Wow, wow, sus. Maybe I'll use both of my eyes. This is wonderful. Thank you. Gisele's. All right. All right.
Goodbye then, and good luck.
All right. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, wow, that's straightforward.
A poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region used it since ancient times to incapacit their prey. Instant paralysis, the entire body, and subsequent death, even in minute doses. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as inflicted by a blowpipe dart, or, when you drink it.
No, maybe.
Oh, as an anesthetic.
Anesthetic, what'd I say? They used it as an anesthetic in his dental work. It failed. And he died.
Oh,
They hid it
interesting.
by hiding it through this whole ordeal. God damn it, I'm like fucking Columbo.
Yeah, just one more thing, just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. Okay.
There you go. That's no good. You wouldn't want that.
Holy shit, Kash, she vanished!
I can teleport.
You have had long enough, Council. We could entertain our English guest any longer.
Snub ellipses.
I asked the prosecution and the defense that one last time. Going once. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? Going twice. I presume not, but...
When does the prosecution ever present evidence? It's mostly us. I swear. I mean, they did once or twice.
Like witness testimony was most of theirs. Like most of the witnesses they brought forth.
I guess that's
so.
true. Still.
You're right, generally. The medical report was they brought in.
Yeah.
The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
We're out of options here. This really is our very last chance.
I love the game being like, okay, this is it. This is really, really it this time, guys.
I swear, no fakies. This is it.
Yes, yes, I know. Trust me. In the later cases, when they get longer, and they will get longer, they will do that. Like, this is truly the very final, very last good cross-examination. Yes, I know.
All right, if you say so.
Your Excellency,
Don't buy it.
the defense does have new evidence.
Yeah, ellipses. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Well, Miss Brett.
It's like, what did you say?
I'm not sure.
He's like, oh my god. Yeah, yes, Your Excellency. Watch. He just says, you know what? Just that stare alone.
What's going on? What's that?
Just for that stare alone, young man, you're not guilty. You can't be a killer.
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer. Because he's now from Savannah.
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. I have to politely decline.
Yeah, forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realized it was phrased as a question by the goddamn judge. However, I must ask you to treat that as an order.
Boom. God.
Whack.
This is my goddamn courtroom.
I would have gavelled, yeah. But I must remind you that I am a judge, and this is my house.
It would not be appropriate for me to slam the gavel for comedic timing. but I thought about it.
Let the record show I refrained from gaveling for community timing.
The crowd is like, oh, he's so humble. He's so humble.
My, truly.
I've said it
Gotta
many
say
times
that
before, but these damn. Oh, there you go. The Japanese language
Oof.
makes no sense.
Give my apologies, dear lady.
He's like, perhaps you prefer the language of the gavel.
God, yeah, exactly. It's universal. Joe Council. What is this new evidence that demands the court's attention?
Oh wow! Oh my God, guys.
This pin.
Hey, looks
Dude,
like
you ever seen it?
yeah. Hey guys, I'm a student. All right,
I just work here.
all right. Let's ruin this
socks.
person's life.
New evidence.
My little my little toy I got. See, look.
It came with my Happy Meal.
All right, let's ruin this woman's life.
Look, no, frankly.
Miss Giselle
This
Brett.
is-
Yeah.
but it seems she committed murder, or at least negligent homicide, and is now covering up that
Yeah.
fact,
Right.
which is
Bad.
some
No.
other kind of crime.
No,
right?
I'm fully in support of ruining this woman's life. That's the thing.
Just, I don't like that framing, okay? We're not doing this. This is the consequences of her own choices. She's trying to visit them upon someone else,
Mm.
to free herself from
Yeah,
the
exactly.
consequences.
Exactly. I mean,
Let's not
it's what she
get
gets for
hung
killing
up.
somebody.
Right.
All right.
I assume. We're not
We-
100% sure
yeah.
how this goes down yet, I guess.
We understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at UMA University, doing research. Snobby ellipses. I don't know what to say anymore. Research, by sheer coincidence perhaps, into a deadly poison.
Oh,
Good poison. Where are you going with this, Council?
Miss Brett, please drink from the bottle.
A toxin known as curare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
what complete and utter nonsense? Curare, you say? I've never even heard of it.
Oh, Ouchie, the expert on poisons.
You wouldn't have done.
What?
You wouldn't have
You went.
done so.
Done-
You
done
did
so.
done.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Like kind of an idea, but
Oh.
yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry,
think of
guys.
More of an English
Yeah,
kind of
probably.
phrasing, but yeah.
Probably. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't lived on Earth this long.
What do you mean?
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of curare before for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country.
I'm dying.
It doesn't exist.
Then why am I dying?
Uh,
Correct. Which means, no matter what test the police can do for toxins, they'd never identify curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that could identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
Oh, what?
Order. Council, does this deadly poison truly exist? According to this report authored by the visiting research student from England, curare has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows.
Spicy.
It's seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows?
Like a football. The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers.
Guys, look at this cool poison I found.
Mm-hmm. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with curare suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
I love Reno in the background just going through the papers, just making sure.
Yep.
Still just like doesn't say that. Oh my god, he actually
Holy
wrote this?
shit, oh my
Wow.
god, holy shit, I just skimmed through
Wow,
it.
it says that. Holy crap.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Trumpery! These aspirations are utter trumpery!
I don't know what that means.
I feel like context clues, but
Right.
To start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and writhing in pain, and the other diners surely would have noticed.
It's a trumpery
instant
noun.
death, ding dong. What does
Uh,
it say?
Let's see, trumpery. Attractive articles of little value or use, or adjective showy but worthless.
Oh,
It's like trumped up charges, kind of a concept.
Mm.
I think is the idea. But it's just a silly
Yeah.
yeah. One of those words that will never
That
look at the same.
That exists, right?
Mhm. That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector?
obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that.
You know, I don't think he would have. I don't think he would have. Also, I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't know. I did know.
Death. What are you guys not getting?
Yeah.
I didn't know the professor being in any kind of pain.
According to this, however, it's the other way around.
Oh wait,
This
you know
process is
what?
like symptoms and
You
stuff
know what?
too, so-
Maybe the reason he didn't scream when his hand was burnt is because it acts like his anesthesic.
The poison, yeah.
Yeah.
I think his paralysis was one of the like symptoms on early onset or whatever.
Mm.
What do you mean? The other way around?
The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence that curare was used. You explain yourself, counsel.
Also, typically in the earlier cases, they'll pull like a Deus Ex Machina like this at the very end, and sometimes in like they'll have multiple Deus Ex Machinas like in the cases, but you roll with it.
Right?
It's mhm.
The moment this toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis.
Where you're just like, holy shit, instant paralysis? That's insane. Can't be
Wait,
true.
really? Wow.
Really? Oh my god.
In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all.
We were just letting cause this whole like monologue here.
Did not have to look at that medical report once. He knew
Yeah.
about curare. He was just waiting to see if there would be
Yeah.
any proof of it. He was about to let us go down with
He
it.
was using his powers as the anime protagonist.
How terrible.
Obviously, if a man lost all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did have. Wait, as Dr. Wilson had, I think is how I would have gone about that.
Mhm.
The effect could go largely unnoticed.
Oh god. But I don't follow Kazuma. That was really jarring. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death.
He was there for dental work. Ellipses. The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail.
Respiration.
Cole, you don't want that shit. Like that. In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. No breathing. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move.
That's hideous.
To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping even peacefully into an endless sleep. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. It's me, isn't
How
it?
dare you?
Yep.
No one else was talking, but
Yeah.
for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell.
Whoa. 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 H word.
Can't say hell. This is
A living hack. That is the true nature of this deadly curare poison.
This is the well shit moment.
Ellipses. Gad, you're suggesting that this bottle, Council, actually contains this terrifying poison.
Yes, and I will prove it to you. Let's make her drink it.
Oh, this is all very convenient, isn't it?
You want to drink it yourself, Algie? Go ahead. Go ahead, test it out.
A hither known unknown poison for which there is no means of testing. What a happy tale for the defense.
Him, if I may.
No, you shut up. Facts. You think you're
Shut
so
up.
Good God.
It is you who must be taught.
Like a tiger.
Of course. Dear lady.
I can't tell if Alshay is an incel or a simp.
He's an outcell.
That's
Outcell. It's
Say
out.
that like they're mutually exclusive.
You know what? You got me there. You got me there.
I don't know.
You got me there.
I'm trying to be silly.
Ellipses.
Right, there we go.
So, this is how you Japanese be. Hey,
Why's it gotta be like that?
listen.
Always. Chill
Listen,
on that.
listen. Again, the next guy who's like this is worse. But people like him.
Because
he's-
like him.
Well, because he's sad and cute and tall and brooding.
Those are the best kind of
I think
qualities.
that's what.
Next-
Never mind. I won't make that joke. That's
Ex-
what got me play, but you know, you do the sad and tall game. I know that.
Yeah. And brooding. Oh. What? You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them. I'm appalled. What a loathsome act.
Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual.
Whatever do you mean?
Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime. I was thinking it should be Anne because it's an H, but heinous is like a hard H.
Yeah.
But like an hour or an honor. Anyway, sorry.
That's right.
That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept it. The idea of some poison that doesn't exist in the Great Empire Japan is breaking the rules. That would be murder, and the murder is illegal. Therefore, it's not poison.
Cannot occur. Impossible.
Guilty.
I am pussy. Cannot be
Ha 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 ha. Evil British monologue. What's so funny?
My goose hat tickles.
Oh, excuse me, Your Excellency?
Your
Yes,
fly is
Miss
down.
Bread.
May I borrow that bottle for a moment,
Oh
please?
God.
Oh shit!
Yeah, let her drink it. Let her drink it.
Well, yes, I don't see. Why not? Because she's about to face that thing, and then we're gonna have a problem. Ooh, did she take that glass out of her own? Maybe there's some sort of. I'm gonna maybe step back to my.
My God.
The
Don't get too big for
carbonation.
your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
Rough.
He's saying that like England isn't a glorified island.
Yeah, right. That's actually
Yeah,
a fair point. I think.
yeah.
Sorry.
For an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is farcical comedy.
Farcical. Yeah.
Yeah. For your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics, it's laughable, really. What? What? This lady? But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end. She just kills herself in the court.
I was gonna say it's like looking like that's what it's set up for here. It's kind of concerning.
Bottoms up. She is.
Wait, no, don't stop.
Oh no!
Wait,
Wait!
no.
Don't! Oh no! Oh, wait! What? What are you doing?
She just poured it down her shoulder.
Solid play though. Honestly, that's how I'd handle it.
Hmm. No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair.
Wait,
Well, that's because
is that a
she's got a.
clue? When she doesn't keel over, are we gonna have to see that the carbonation is gone? Yeah, dipsies.
No, that's because it says that the poison has to enter it in through a wound. On the card, it
Well,
said a wound, not
It does say
well,
ingestion.
enter the body.
well.
Often through the wound, like a blow dart or
Does it
something, is
say
what I
often?
remember.
I thought
Anyway.
it said
Maybe I'm
only.
wrong, but you might be right. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that's what I remember.
Let's see when it goes.
Yeah, the above mentioned
Yeah.
effects occur when the body enters by through a wound, such as inflicted by a
You're
blow,
right. Yeah.
blow dart. Has
Or
to be that.
I mean, I'm not an expert, but maybe she knew since the sparkle or whatever is gone that the poison would be gone from it too. But I don't think that's how poison works, though.
Sometimes, like Mystery's not wrong. It could be carbonated with something that carried the poison.
I think
Yeah.
there's something there.
I mean,
I
if
don't know.
she's
We'll
like,
see.
if she's medically
That's the like
intelligent
Agatha
enough,
Christie solution.
yeah. Goodness, whatever is the matter? You all look
We've
quite
set it
stunned.
up like twice now.
What?
So, no, curare. The bottle was clean. Is that what you're saying?
Oui.
She's been building up her tolerance in Australia for months.
You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth. Thank you for presenting the findings of my
I don't know.
research
I
so
think it's got to
concisely
be with
here.
the cup in her bag.
Hmm.
Grr. Yeah, either that or like, I don't know, antidote in the cup if she brought
Hmm.
that in. Something like
Thank
that.
you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency.
Yeah, ellipses. Yes, Miss Bird.
I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries.
God, yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with all the assistance you have given.
Oh, man, double ellipses. I'm so screwed.
This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle.
See, I could have drank it, no problem.
Yeah, you're right. Still irresponsible, though. So, how did she? How did she swallow a whole glass? and live to tell the tale. I don't understand it.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, this
Fucking just
Wow.
sounds rough.
little Far Eastern charade will make for interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London. There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. Oh shit. Come on, Ryu. We have all the clues now. That bottle of water.
Contains no poison.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it has to be, because she didn't fucking die.
I...
As I thought, there is still poison in that bottle.
Well, I don't... What? Why, Ryu?
Isn't it obvious? If there is poison in there, she'd be dead by now.
Right. Ellipses. Sometimes your unadulterated naivety really astounds me. But sometimes it's in need of a good staining. Until it's as dark as your uniform in the ways of the world.
Oh. Is that what this color is supposed to
my
represent?
God. It's like poo brown.
Oh. Oh no!
Yeah, I was gonna
Cool.
say, it does, it has to.
Yeah. This whole
I
trial is poisoned.
swore that it was
We're
in the cup, but
screwed. But
Yeah.
I don't know. So then
Oh, it's-
she's... Because if there's not poison in that bottle, then there's no way for us to prove that there's poison
Right.
in it. So it
Well,
has to
since
contain the poison.
Yeah, so.
The glass has to contain an antidote then.
But-
Okay.
The culprit did put Curie and poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position.
You're serious.
Fowl, are you blind? There is no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw.
Miss Brett drinking the water from it? That's right, which rather complicates your argument, I think. And I believe that complication can be explained.
There. It's, yeah, see,
How exactly?
I can get back
Ooh,
around to
silent
the
ellipses.
carbonation thing this way, maybe.
I need to think through all the things that don't quite up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have in the court records somewhere. It has to be. I guess it's gotta be, huh?
Yeah, very well. If the defense truly intends to assert this claim,
Huh? Oh god.
then I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence. What explains how the witness was able to consume this supposedly poisoned water unscathed.
Alright, so I think this is like the real last one. Is it the fact that it's like that the carbonation or whatever is gone? Like it's
I
not.
don't know. Or it could be the fact that it has to be delivered through a wound.
You're
Like a
right,
blow
that
dart.
could be the other thing too, that he did have to get shot, but
Yeah.
then he would have reacted to being shot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not
I don't
unless it has
know.
something to do with the burn on his hand.
That's possible as well, I suppose.
What about the other glass in here? It really established that. Like we didn't talk about it too much.
That's a possibility. I think that the antidote in that glass, if I were gonna set it up, that's how I would do it. But I don't know
Yeah.
what they went with. You know,
I don't know either.
How the poison was introduced
be
or whatever.
right back.
That seems like it makes sense
Okay.
too. I don't know, but I don't know what evidence we would use to prove our case. It seems like it would have to be something to do with the glass if we were to have a hope of proving it, right? Like, I don't know. Otherwise, it's not anything that's going to help us one way or the other.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Consumed. What's the evidence that's on the bottle, on the carbonated bottle?
It was just like the water and then the
sorry.
stamp.
I was just looking for the abstract to make sure it didn't have anything special, but I don't remember that it does. Yeah, okay. Cool. The bag is probably the one I'd go with. I'm not sure what other piece of evidence makes a ton of sense
I
here.
mean, I guess it's got to
So,
be the report, huh? I mean, like maybe it is the whole wound thing. I haven't. It's
but
been a
we've already
while.
used the report, right? Didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, worst
I
case
guess
we
maybe
can.
that's the
wor-
same thing again. That
Worst,
doesn't mean it's not the same
yeah,
piece of evidence again.
worst case we can just try it again.
I guess.
All right, Kai. We're gonna present the report again. What do you think?
Okay, I'm down.
All right.
That
The answer
sounds
to this
positive.
riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report. Okay, what's the report? All right.
Nice, good call.
That's not a valid explanation.
Fuck you. It can be. Oh, also, no.
Wait, what? He's like, I say it's not.
After all, we don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish. It means nothing.
It's just-
Cool.
I'm just imagining actually going huzzah, knave.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency, by presenting nonsense.
Alternative languages. I'm not trying to ridicule anyone. Honest, I'm just reading Sus's notes. I can't think of her name without saying Sus. Oh, Susato's.
Suss's notes.
Yeah, I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court.
They just want us to be over and done with. They don't want to go anymore.
I am not reading this many pages. Not happening. you, you will direct us to the per-distance section, Counsel. Like I said, I'm not reading this many pages. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle?
The
It's
special
gotta be the
characteristics.
yeah, it's gotta be characteristics. Yeah.
Is that
Yep, that's
it's not
the
the
same.
practical applications?
No, practical applications is what is used for the report. The second one,
Yeah.
special characteristics, is the root
Okay.
entry. Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Route of entry.
We've been hearing a lot about this Cure poison, and it's left me curious about something.
Go, Counsel. Sorry.
That's all right.
Counsel.
Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years to lace the heads of the arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting.
Yeah, so we've been led to believe, yes.
And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat.
Get to the point, please.
Yeah,
For
I kind
real.
of agree. But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters are going to eat?
She was going to eat him.
Yes. Good point. She's a cannibal.
So surely the
Clearly.
hunters would want to eat their prey, wouldn't they? Because then they'd be eating poison.
Good gracious, Counsel. No, that would be madness.
But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound.
Good call, you're right.
Yeah.
Get through a wound, you say? I see that makes sense.
Yes. The mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, this guy's gonna get it, oh shit.
No.
But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When Kurari enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever.
What?
Miss Brett, you authored this research. You knew Kurari's special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself. You meddling little...
What the fuck?
This is a living goose this whole
It's a
time.
living
It's
goose.
been alive this whole time.
Well, Ryu, it turns out
Ryu's like,
that
holy
goose was
shit, that's an
alive.
actual key. The goose did it.
Swan, whatever. Stop looking at me, Swan. Smolder, you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be.
Really? Me? Oh man, Kazuma, you're so attractive. Wait, wrong time. A lawyer?
All this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But I fail to see how it
Ooh.
goes.
What's that? So the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly. And I do not look silly.
Yes.
I would know. I would know what silly looks like.
Right.
What are you trying to say, Goose Lady?
Oh.
Your schoolboyish logic is a fatal flaw. Schoolboyish? I mean, you are a schoolboy, I guess.
Flaw.
As even your brain has managed to deduce, curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus. Succus? Oh, yes. Well, of course. Gastric suckers? What are they? So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it. Would he? Ah,
Oh, well, no,
Get
because
shot
he
in the
had
mouth.
because he had a dental procedure, right?
Oh, that's
so
a
he
fair
had
point.
open
Yeah.
wounds in his mouth.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right. Nailed
big
it.
brain. Right.
I figured that they used it as anesthetic or
Yeah.
something, but
How's she?
that makes way more sense.
Oh,
And she knew that 'cause
that's
she was
right.
working there. Yeah, good gracious.
That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no?
So now we can go to the record and do the dental report, probably.
Right.
Get order. Order in the court. Order. The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would have been affected the same way. Are you trying to suggest?
Yes, this curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial.
That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that. I gotta love Hosonaga just not having any response to that.
Right.
Right? Because there's a little,
just
I think it's a swan. Actually, the more thing about it's a swan.
Yeah,
It's
that is
just
a swan.
casually
Yeah.
deadly poison in this bottle. We're all cool with that. We're all acknowledging that, but nothing underhanded occurred. Like I
Right.
don't what. So why
Yeah.
was the curare in the bottle, lady? What's that
Right.
about?
What's that about?
Oh shit. Oh. Oh, Venus having a
Dun,
monologue. Dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, dun,
Double
dun,
ellipses.
dun,
What is this?
dun,
Welling up inside me. Oh god, no. This is a
dun,
no.
dun,
I've never felt like this
dun,
before.
dun.
It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like.
Rage.
And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey. No, you don't. Please don't.
Fucking swan.
He just jumps the goose hat. Yeah.
Oh,
Cover
oh,
fire!
oh, he does the point. He did the
He
point.
did the thing.
I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett. Also, this music.
Hmm.
You know, it's like, all right, we need music appropriate for their time, and they just get the craziest violinist they could get. How dare you use that tone with me? You know very well there's no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Huh?
Yeah, counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. Yes, we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the Curare?
So we're going
Medical report.
medical report.
No, I think, yeah. Take that!
Take that. He just throws it. And Miss
Fucking doctor's report.
he go, he rises up and goes, "Take that, science!" Slaps it at the judge.
That's the expletive. Yeah, it's like was it Adam West Batman?
Yeah.
Onomatopoeias during fight scenes. It's great.
As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners.
The fatal difference.
Also, I notice how we've never seen her eyes yet. So villainous. I love that. I honestly, one of the best things about these games is the names and appearance of the characters, and when they made them 3D, it's just so seeing them like express themselves. It's like you can never go back to 2D.
It was a trip watching actual movement happen and stuff. The first
Oh
time I
wait,
saw it being
trust
used
me,
to the first game.
there's one time that blew my mind is when Ryu starts walking in
Hang on,
frame.
guys. I tripped a breaker.
Oh,
God,
what? I agree. What? Oh God,
what'd you do?
you tripped a breaker.
Well, he should be back momentarily. I'm assuming that means that he's going to be dropping offline for a moment here. Hopefully that leaves us unaffected, though, generally speaking.
We won't have anyone to voice. I guess you're back to Alchie then.
That's right. I guess I'll have to.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Unless,
if we want. Though,
I mean, we're like near the end already, so we can wait.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I was gonna say.
Do you want to use this as like a
Give it a minute or two.
quick break, or
we're probably pretty close to calling it a night, so I don't. It would probably
yeah,
go until we're done. But
yeah.
I imagine he'll be back shortly here.
Mhm.
Do you want to just
I'm back.
power through?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's back.
Yep.
Cool.
No, he's just like against the wall. I have a breaker in my space.
I wasn't sure if it meant
Mm.
like your whole router was gonna have to reset or something.
Nope.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Awesome.
And the breaker box is on this floor, so I was
Oh, that makes
just
it
down the
easy.
hallway. Yep.
Gotcha.
Noise. Ready, rock and roll.
All right. The toxic effects of Kurari are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside of the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water?
Inside?
Yes. Yes, like the wound you might have. If you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example, Ouchie's like, the goddamn dentist is irrelevant!
I've never been to a dentist, therefore.
Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day.
So, that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this.
Oh shit, they got me. Is she? I'm the Joker, baby. I'm sorry, I had to. Laughing? Oh, she is the Joker. I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are also puerile?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think
What?
that's it.
What do you mean? Seriously, what does that mean? Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. What? What?
Wait,
Ja-
sorry, what?
You just let her take. You're the worst fucking detective. You were.
I mean, generally speaking, this was poorly handled. This
Yeah,
investigation
this
is not
is bad.
great. Yeah.
You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it. Oh wait, I remember this. No. I mean,
Mistrial,
it could
Your
just
Honor.
slip.
Yeah, I
Okay,
submitted to the record that
so she literally destroyed evidence in front of the court, so I mean, why
Yeah.
else would she do that? Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
By you.
No! Wait, was that on the court record? Okay, never mind, we're good. That's a terrible blunder.
Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of the water from that broken bottle as possible at once. No, don't. You're gonna
Pick
die.
it up.
You're gonna cut your finger and then get murked by curare.
You're
So don't.
You're wasting your time. This
Get a
delightful
piece of
carpet
bread,
under my feet
maybe? I
here was
guess.
a
I don't
gift from
know.
the British Empire. I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it. Someone
I
take.
won courtrooms.
I have won the law. Oh,
You've been outlawed.
it's literally like a school game of just no, you have testimony, you don't have evidence on me if I just break the evidence. See, you have any evidence anymore. Oh, Fowl. How could you?
Schooled.
You you won't get away with this. You can thump the bench and shut as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle. Or not.
You.
And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right? Counsel for the prosecution? Yeah, this is the point where the witness gets all like super intense and bitchy.
Oh, of course, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I assume, dear lady?
That's right. And really, looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
No. You killed the victim that day using curare. And then, in order to frame Naruto, for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor.
It's like,
Sorry, if your plan is contingent upon somebody randomly picking up a gun, that is a bad plan.
that's literally like straight from the Dark Knight with the Joker, like having like specific things he needs to happen for this plan to go on.
Nah. She's been leaving guns on this kid's walk on the way to school for weeks now, and he's picked up every single one of them.
Oh, okay.
So,
It's like she is a scientist, so
Yeah.
Right. She knew he was going to
test it out in
probably
the
do
field.
that. Right.
It's a reliable bet.
Yep.
Mhm.
Before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. You see?
Oh God.
Smolder. You had every opportunity to commit this crime.
What a wonderful imagination you have, young man who's only a year younger than me.
Ellipses.
A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence. Ouchie.
Exactly.
There you go.
As you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. And the victim, John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryu.
Free Fighter?
I mean, he hadn't really. Nobody's proven shit about Ryu's guilt here.
Yeah.
Right.
We just kind of maybe potentially exonerated that lady, but not.
I mean,
It's really all that's occurred.
She- I
This is
mean-
like a guilty until proven innocent kind of deal right now.
That is true. Yeah.
I mean, like she literally she made a whole show of destroying evidence in court. So I mean, like,
Yeah, she should have been
Yeah,
arrested on the
good
stand
point.
right there.
yeah,
At least some like contempt charge or something.
Right.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now is she really going to get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene.
Ryu,
Yes.
we've come this far, but now you're the only one
Uh,
who can finish
Now
it.
the game is like,
Freezing.
okay, now listen, like you can't blame them. They're so used to doing this when they're alone.
Right.
But also this is now when the game's like, okay, this is your actual, really, for real, actual last time. I
I feel like
promise.
you've said that a few times now.
It yeah, that's the point. It keeps saying this over and over again. You
Oh,
don't
like
really
Final
know.
Fantasy? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean?
We've lost a vital piece of evidence. It's true. So, if there are any clues left for us to use
Is it
now,
actually gone from the court record? No, it's right here.
that's hilarious, actually.
God, it's right here.
What are you
It's
talking
right.
about? I got the
It's right.
file. It's right
It's right
here. It's in
here.
my
Yeah.
inventory
What
still.
are you talking about?
We're fine. We're fine.
They must be in your head.
I don't like how you drew your sword when you mentioned my head. In my head?
You know, like the files in Zoolander. In the computer. You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend upon, even.
Well, yes, that's true, but I did manage to notice this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. What was a swan? Okay, cool.
And, like, didn't remember until halfway through the trial that she was there.
Yeah.
So, think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day.
I think he was trying to say that there was somebody earlier, that there was somebody there next to him, but I think no one like was listening to
He was
him.
saying there's something else that he couldn't remember from what I
I
recall
think.
anyway, but it was like eventually, oh yeah, I remember now. There was another person there. It's like, oh, smack him. Somebody lay hands upon him. Anyway,
Right?
everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell.
Ugh. Ugh. What I saw, what I felt. What is happening here? Every color.
Zooming in on the meat. He didn't order the meat.
Mm.
That's
Whoa!
our side of the table.
Whoa!
Own the
Your
world.
Honor, I would like to use my memory as evidence.
Yeah, that's I mean, I guess.
Quick,
You haven't
someone
taken
get
the
me
stand yet, technically.
someone get me a crayon. I'm gonna
Your
color this
Honor, I
picture.
submit a small edit to the picture.
I love these games so much. It's Cosmo, right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of the same scene in my head. Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? Of course there's a clue. There's always a clue.
There's gotta be.
Actually, Cosmo, I think I might have something. I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue.
Ooh. Follow
Smolder.
your clue.
Ha ha.
Wink.
You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryu?
Wink. Oh, you know it. Wink, wink.
Come on then. Let's wipe the smug smile off that Englishwoman's face with some evidence.
Alright. I can't wait. I'm not gonna say that word. I'm not saying that. I'm
You
not.
got hit hard on those today.
I'm not saying that
It's
word.
also another one that I think contextually is okay, but
Right,
fair play,
right.
like-
I appreciate them using like old vernacular and all that for the time, but still, it's been bothering me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of that day. Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. It's here somewhere, the clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been. Oh my god, it was the steak.
No
Oh,
shit.
it all comes back. Obviously, I'm guessing the fucking
The
ketchup
USDA
stain.
crime. I mean, it's gotta be.
No,
It's
it doesn't.
blood,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
it's not
it's blood.
toggling, right?
It doesn't toggle like this when you're supposed to present evidence.
Oh,
Who
okay.
in Sam Hill is putting ketchup on their steaks? Come on,
Right.
monsters. Anyway,
Right. All right. Well, it's gotta be the job of blood.
right?
All
Yeah, it's
right.
gotta be. Hopefully. Yeah. Whip crack went his whippy tail.
Inspector Hosonaga, answer me
Oh yeah.
this.
Yep. Because the bullet didn't go through him either.
I impact velocity.
Yeah.
Spatter. It had
Yes.
to come from the other way.
What is it?
He's still miles away, probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. As you said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you?
Absolutely.
It's quick on that response.
I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Did you take this? Yes. Like
I
for
was
instance,
hungry. Shut up.
like for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day. Oh my god, I remember this now.
Wait a minute. Are you?
Where are you going with this, little boy? It's just a memory that's been troubling me. What
That's what you
memory?
object to, Ouchie. Get it together.
I saw the scene shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood. Okay, so for the original like the intro case of these games are typically always like all over the place, but the writing for the rest of the cases is sometimes it either gets okay like in terms of like realism or it gets worse in terms of like realism. But so far it's been
You
pretty
know,
tame.
it's okay. Ouchie.
What? No, seriously, what?
Wait, what?
Ellipses. Oh, really? And what's of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor. No, that can't be the case. Oh, take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him.
Ah.
Ah!
Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle, Brad.
I beg your pardon. I'm French now.
This is beyond ridiculous! Fabricated nonsense! English, even! Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused is apparently just remembered seeing?
Yes.
That's what witness testimony is, right?
Oh, you okay?
This
Oh, she's getting nervous.
Actually,
this could be the moment my entire career in the police force has been leading to. I
Inspector.
drooled on that plate. I'm sorry.
I know, right? That's what I was just gonna say. Like, you need to stay out of this. Because Ouchie's gonna realize you're the best way out here.
Inspector, you mean...
Yes, I took the plate in the interests of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime.
Is the steak still on there?
And eating that steak.
Meat
I
and
took
all!
Meat and all. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it.
You did what?
I took the steak that you'd been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating.
There was a sergeant earlier that also had steak.
Sergeant.
Word shapes the words.
And I didn't know. In the name of justice,
This guy's a
I've been
kleptomaniac.
carrying around 3 plates of steak in my justice wallet.
We can find out for sure whether or not there's a blood stain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now.
The inspector. The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately.
Yes, sir. Alright. Oh.
Wow, gross.
It...
Don't get too close to that.
Yeah, you don't want to smell that.
Sorry for the delay. It was in my apartment, under my bed. Here's what you ordered. The steak.
And to get it out of the filing cabinet.
Well aged.
I'm sorry. My... That actually, I don't know why that got me so... I'm actually started crying a bit. That was really good. Well, what about the blood? Is there blood in it? Is there blood? He's just like, I mean, there's blood in the steak, you know. It's...
Of course there isn't.
I'm just imagining he's like, well, I mean, you know, it was sort of, there's blood, there's like blood in the steak, so we didn't cook it too much.
I would have said you delivered that right, and were you coughing up blood at the time? Okay, so is it possible that the blood came from you? Okay,
There's
cool.
there's
Thank
so
you.
many
I'm
things
done
to go
with
wrong.
ya.
How many other things do
quickly,
you have?
Inspector. The blood man. Show the court. Sorry.
Oh,
Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure.
oh, oh. What?
What you
No blood. No blood anywhere. But no. That's impossible! I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. Add that sucker to the court records so I can examine the steak. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate. What an unbecoming expression, little boy. You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you.
Eee.
Ah.
What?
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. In the case of this disgrace to the empire.
Oh, he's like, I'm one of the good ones. Got it.
Man, this is real. Not like other.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. Some pick me shit or whatever.
Pick me
it is,
shit.
I guess. I don't know. I believe we may finally even have reached a conclusion in this trial.
Let's hope so.
Lying.
This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget about it all. I'll forget all about it when it's over. Oh, god damn it, ellipses.
I'm gonna die.
The sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest.
Oh my god, Ouchie, you won us the case. Oh my god.
Yep.
Hold on. Mute, shut up. Okay. Oh shit.
There
Alright,
it is.
are we ready?
Let's get a little peeky poo on that.
Pick it up.
Steak.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck?
It's a
Huh?
coin. As money.
Wait, wasn't wasn't the old guy looking for a coin?
Yes,
Remember?
he did lose one
Oh
of his
my
coins, I
god.
think.
It was one of the other witnesses last time we played this. What in the world is this?
I
Yeah.
think it's a Koban coin, and the hallmark is from the Hoei era, I believe.
No, I don't mean what is it? I mean, what's it doing there?
Hanging out.
Ellipses. Wait, did you say it was a Hoei? A Hoei Kaban?
Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable.
This isn't the first time today there's been a talk of a Hoei Kaban.
I've heard of pearls before swan, but I've never heard of bullion but in bullion.
But
It's
Wow.
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
He's put on sunglasses.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
And I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinarily ill. This means
I feel like bullion is not just like an outright stake, though, right?
Yeah.
I certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick cut of meat.
The dick jokes write themselves.
It's very suggestive. And it's from the Hoei area. Era even, too. That would make it really quite valuable.
It's real marinated in the juices as well.
That does not up the resale value.
Look.
What are you thinking of eating it? That's the wrong cadence.
No,
That
but
with the right read.
no, but the next time I order a steak in an expensive restaurant, one thing's for sure. My heart's gonna be racing as I lift up the meat and peer underneath for a prize.
Oh my god, that's a great play. Let's go. Steaks with a prize.
Yeah.
I think you might have the wrong end of the stick about this, Ryu.
A Koban coin underneath the steak. There's only one logical explanation. Right, is there anything else?
Is there? I guess. But like,
Oh.
what's did the pan get flipped
Or the
around?
symbol. This emblem on the side of the plate. Is it a cat?
No.
No.
I
Long
mean,
horns.
do they not have? I'm trying to think if I don't know what the like large livestock situation. Obviously, it's a cow. Okay, cool. Most likely because the restaurant's signature dish is beefsteak. It seems a lot of different restaurants have their own unique tableware.
So this is the symbol of the carnival, is it? Wow, that was very very funny.
Informative.
Right.
Didn't help us a ton. But we got
Was the
coin.
plate I saw, or I thought I saw, just a figment of my imagination? This is it now. I've lost.
Schooled. Ryu. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Smolder, never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward, no matter what.
You better believe it.
Wink.
Believe in myself? Really? What kind of shit is that? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence.
Planet, I'm gonna confront the fact that I'm in jail for the rest of my life. Yes, the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way.
Now pull out the coin.
The coin? I presume any further examination of the evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Yikes. Does the defense have any objection?
Fuck yes, I do. Or we do.
Right.
That bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other
Another
clues?
clue.
Another clue.
It would most assuredly need to, also, otherwise we'd be dead in the water.
Your Excellency, please wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth.
Kazuma's like, what?
The only
Fuck.
thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with meat.
Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial.
I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled.
No, not my tea time. I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it?
God,
Thank
trying
you,
to like leverage this.
Excellency.
That's not okay. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court to what you are alluding.
Where?
Sorry, yeah, where precisely on this beefsteak is this new clue to be found?
Right here.
I guess it's gotta be. It's under beneath the steak.
Alright, yep. Yep, yep,
Yep.
yep, 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 yep.
Oh, it didn't expect us to inspect it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super that clue.
Yeah, see, the reason I knew that is because if you'd have just clicked the stake, it would have penalized you. So you had to be specific.
Good gracious, that's...
Koban?
What on earth?
A hoary one. At that.
Miss Brett. This is in fact the beef steak that you ordered at the restaurant that day in question, is it? Ellipses. Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat? Shut up! That's a ridiculous question. How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
I failed to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat. That could have simply been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction as he's
You're a-
adding the gold coins to all the
You
other
know what?
dishes.
It is the secret ingredient.
Right.
Ancient golden
You know,
relics.
this might be mean, but I feel like Alchi might also be a careless mistake in a moment of distraction.
Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen. A rare Hoei Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now.
He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency,
Yes, Counsel.
a rare Hoei Koban just happens to be underneath that piece of steak? If this turns out to be relevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now.
By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you. Anyway.
Oh God, shut up. Yeah, I agree. Shut up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant. Even though I'm the one on trial here. The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under that stake.
The odor.
Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it could belong to.
What's the old guy's name?
The owner of the koban that was found underneath the beefsteak is...
Oh, you don't got it. You just got a pickle.
Yep, the old timer there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we are almost done, I swear. Obviously, it can only be the antique dealer and owner of Rasute, Curio Kurakuta.
His name's
Curie?
Curio.
as
I didn't
Mr.
get it.
Cucumber something? Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable. You don't shut your mouth, okay?
Your name's Giselle.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct?
Yes, Your Excellency.
I remember him saying that he was up to something with his Koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah, the gunshot interested me not. I was too busy for it. On the floor.
Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing?
Hunting for treasure. Indeed, the Hoera Koban, my boy prized coin. And then this Hoera Koban, do you mean to tell me?
No, no, no! Please, why would Kyotakuda-san's Koban, I'll say that 5 times fast, he's the sandwich between the victim's beef steak and its plate? It makes no sense!
Plates got switched.
Which is why I'm asking to bring Korakudo-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him.
Oh my god. The officer. Bring both witnesses
Oh, both
that
of them.
testified earlier back in here. Without a moment's delay.
This is gonna be a packed witness stand. I can't believe we've come back around to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this Koban, we'll find that it's a key element in the case.
I can teleport!